from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. I am Tasteless, and with me is Artosis. We're the Casting Archon. How are you doing, man?
I am doing excellently, Tasteless. Yeah. We have two amazing matches today. The revenge match between July Zerg and IMMvp, and then we have Damaga against San. Can we have a foreigner in the top 4 of the World Championships?
You know, I think it's actually very possible.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's funny. Damaga is so good. And, I was talking to Moonglade and some of the other guys out there who don't really get to play with Damaga that much because they play on different servers. They're saying, gosh, everybody knew he was good, but, they didn't know he was good enough to, take out players like MVP, for instance. It's pretty insane.
Damaga is good enough to take out anybody at anything, Tasteless.
Apparently,
he is an amazing human, and he definitely has the potential to even take the whole tournament home, not just make top 4.
Yeah.
His worst matchup is against Protoss, so this is going to be his hardest round so far.
Yep.
You thought Nest was hard? No, Damaga likes ZVZ, Tasteless.
That's right.
ZVP, though, he's not a big fan of.
Well, it's a tough matchup for most Zergs out there. You really hear Zergs say, I can't wait to play a Protoss, unless maybe it's on a very large open map. But even then, the Colossus is just very strong right now. So, thank you to our sponsors at LG, the City of Seoul, and G-Skill. We're actually sponsored by the City of Seoul.
It's pretty elite, Tasteless.
Now, before I go any further, let's remember the reason for this event. And the reason why this event is free, unlike our other events. What we want you guys to do is tune in and donate to help out Japan for the tsunami relief. They've been having a very tough time. Every dollar you pay, whatever currency you're going to be paying in, will go to Japan. So whether it's a lot or a little, send in something, please. Here are the match results. Artosis, take it away.
From yesterday, we had Marine King Prime get revenge on Sen 2-0. TT1 took out Moonglade 2-1. Watch the first game in that match. It was awesome. MC 2-0 over Maro, and Jinro 0-2 against any Pro Prime.
And, of course, here's our first player of the day. This is going to be an interesting matchup because, MVP, the Game GD Terran, was initially untouchable. That seems to be fading away just slightly.
Well, this is actually a really important match because this man right here, Tasteless, July Zerg, he beat MVP during the group stage of the round of 32 of last GSL 2-0, knocking him to the up and down matches from which he was eliminated.
Yeah.
So this is an important match for MVP to say, you know what, July? I am back.
All right, the countdown started. It's game time. There's no turning back. Which of these two Titans is going to move on? We're going to see here with Tasteless and Artosis. Tasteless here in the GSL. Now, as you guys can see here, we actually kept the graphics here.
This is the way pro gamers play.
This is how pro gamers.
It's actually a new setting in Korea.
Settings. Yeah,
ultra low.
The graphics in StarCraft 2 are so beautiful, but what we did is we put it on the low setting. And oh my God,
is he going to go for? It's a 4-pool.
It's a 4-pool. That's pretty hard to do in StarCraft 2 since you start out with 6 drones.
That's right, but he killed 2 of those off.
Yep.
It's going to be very hard for him now, though, to afford getting a queen.
Yeah, the queen, of course, with the larva injectability, it's really, quite good when it comes to getting more, larva-atomic drones, or in this case, Zerglings. But take a look at what our Terran player is going to do. MVP, we don't normally see him go for proxy racks in the middle.
Oh, no, Tasteless. This is all going to come down to, will those Zerglings go through the center of the map? The Xel'Naga Watchtower should be around there somewhere. They might want to check that out.
Yeah, hopefully if he does go by the Xel'Naga Watchtower with his Zerglings, he's going to spot that.
Double barracks in the center, Tasteless. A lot of this could come down to micro.
And here come the Zerglings. They're on the way. They're going to be a little bit faster when they start out on that creep, but once they get on the creep...
Yeah, they're going to zoop out of there, man. And here comes a drone.
All right.
If he finds those SCVs, let's not forget they only have 45 hit points in StarCraft 2, so he should be able to harass them quite heavily.
Oh, my God. What a tense moment. I'm betting it's going to be a short...
Oh, he's bringing his drones.
He must have studied.
Bit by
bit. Prime over here. He's using Damaga's strategy, sending the drones and the Zerglings.
Oh, this is going to have to be some fancy micro. You're going to have to use that stutter step. Luckily, the Marines have 5 more hit points in this game, and the Zerglings are weaker than in StarCraft 1.
Oh, saying hi to each other. MVP looks like he might be in trouble right now. No way to produce anything else here. The STV checks. And
now look at this. He doesn't have an orbital yet, so we haven't seen any mules. He looks like he's trying to save his money for those barracks. Might want to lift this off, though. Put his SCVs in it and go to behind some rocks.
Oh, he's going to lift it up. SCV's on the run here.
Oh, man. And those SCVs taking a lot of damage at the moment.
MVP probably not expecting Jelizer to do a rush like this.
Well, you got to expect every now and then. Look at that, a bunker is up. If he can just get a few Marines over there. Oh, man, Tasus, let's not forget as well, when he lands at Command Center, he can sell that bunker.
Oh, and there, look, there's Jelizer now. And there's MVP. I like those glasses he's got on. Some trash talk going down here.
Oh,
They're
no.
taking out the depots.
I can't believe MVP would say that, and in English.
In English, in a Korean game. Remember, all the buildings have to be destroyed. Maybe the jerk could make an extractor, but when he takes out that hatchery, all these structures will be revealed.
Bunker.
And this is not looking good for Jelizer. You know, he made a gutsy move there. But the Marines are coming.
What is this? He's just right-clicked. But if he can get this last building, he's going to be fine anyways, Tasteless.
He's spamming with the SCVs here.
Oh, and that is it, Jelizer.
Did he make an extractor?
The revenge has been gotten, Tasteless.
Wow.
Oh, my.
GG. There is your champion, Jelizer, coming through with a win. Wow. You know, MVP, the Game Genie Terran, he has just been doing... whoops, we had a little glitch on the screen there. You know, MVP having a tougher and tougher time every time around, and that, of course, was going to be just a best of one.
It's a good thing that MVP won. I think that's really going to bring back a lot of his confidence.
Wow. All right, well, they're showing some respect to each other, and it looks like MVP's going to go out.
July's last match looks like it's aged him a bit.
It does. It does. Wow, you can see the fans really excited by that match there. So, I've been informed that we are actually going to have a rematch here on high graphics settings.
Yeah, no, we're going to put the graphics back up. I know a lot of you are like, hey, these graphics, they aren't really what we want to see.
That, you know, I like the high-level graphics. I like it when the units get destroyed. You can see the objects going to come out and bounce around the map.
We're going to ask July not to kill off any of his starting drones because
it's not
I think that's why he lost.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
So, what an interesting game there. We are going to have the rematch right now, though, here at the GSL. Of course, GSL, the biggest, bestest esports show in the world. With great games like what we just saw.
It's not just esports, so I don't like that qualifier.
Yeah.
Best show in the world.
Show on Earth. So, of course, by the way, happy April Fool's Day, guys. You know what's funny about that is I know that there was at least...
Why'd you let
There was somebody out there somewhere who was actually confused by that. It was like, wait a minute. All right, here's the real match. MVP, our Terran player, against July,
our Zerg player.
Our Zerg player.
IM versus Startail. MVP versus July. An epic matchup, Tasteless, of epic proportions. Last time, July did a lot of aggressive play against MVP. Eliminated him very quickly. See, he's smiling right now. He's like, my doppelganger got you, now I will too.
We're going to get this game going in just a minute here. The MVP is in Code, which is actually a bit shocking, considering how dominant he's been in team leagues and, generally speaking, individual leagues previous to the Code one he's in now.
Yes. I think he'll be able to come through the Code relatively easily. Of course, there's a lot of great players in it. So, possibilities of a hard bracket, but I expect him to come through to show his true skills, Tasteless.
Well, MVP, he's had so many intense games, I'd say that's probably the easiest way to describe it, is... Sorry, something happened up camera that was pretty funny. Artosis, we're having some problems
getting
your game
from the game, man.
So, anyways, going on to this, what I was saying about MVP, he's actually, having a really tough time in a lot of his games. He does pull out with wins generally, but normally, I think the most epic we can see, Jelizer, he sticks to his style. He's good at it. And I got to say, it's one of these things where even though you know he's going to go trigger into attack mode, you don't know when it's going to be. Even though you know that's not going to end, it's pretty hard to stop. Artosis generally advises the non-Korean players to defend as well as they can until eventually Jalizerg sack this economy.
Well, that is the hope, Tasteless. The map is going to be Crevasse.
Crevasse!
Probably going to see a lot of Mulas play out of July.
It could slightly favor Jalizerg just because it's big, but then again, you never know.
Well, with his style here, going for mutas all out, I think it does well on this map, you know? Really abuse the mobility a bit. We're going to have to see it is a best of 5, by the way. So, can MVP get his revenge, move on to the top 4?
I actually am not too sure who's going to win this. I
have no idea.
I'm a little bit unsure. I wish I could give you guys a stronger prediction. What I do know is this will probably be a long game. Each game should be fairly long, with at least one where Jalizerg does something crazy.
I would say you're completely correct, Tasteless. I don't expect to see anything crazy out of MVP.
Yeah, MVP likes to play standard tech into drop, standard tech into...
I would like to see some Ring style play that we saw against Sen on this map, Tasteless, perhaps. Or not this map, but Shakura. Some Blue Flame, Hellion, Marine timings. These are getting more and more popular.
And we're having a little bit of a delay here. So just sit tight. Something's wrong with Artosis' computer. But it'll be fixed shortly. And, of course, no one's better at killing time than Tastosis.
That's right.
Artosis.
Tasteless.
How are you feeling on this fine day today?
I'm feeling really good. And
Artosis,
I'm hoping...
Artosis did stay at my apartment last night. We did have a little slumber party. John was trying to get whatever's wrong with Dan's computer sorted out. But we did have a little slumber party together. Went on a little mandate last night.
I know. Everyone's like, did you have a pillow fight? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. And he gave me another concussion because he put the remote in the pillow. You need to not do that. It's not funny when I'm unconscious like that. I forgot all the piano lessons. And are we going to be able to get back into your game? It's okay. You guys can get on camera. It's fine.
Everyone knows you, John.
Everyone knows you, John. You're famous. John is back. He's here, saving the day. So, again, special thanks to our sponsors at LG, the City of Soul and G-Skill. And please donate to Japan. We want more money, lots of money. You know, with the sheer insane amount of people that watch GSL, I know there are at least a handful of you guys that are wealthy, insanely rich. And we want you to donate your money to us.
To Japan.
Yeah, to us. We can give it to Japan. And, of course, some of you guys are very poor. And as I said before, some of you guys are probably saying, oh, Tasteless, I'm so poor I had to steal batteries from the remote control at the library just to power my electric blanket. Well, not good enough for me. I at least want $1, $5 donation from you guys as well. Okay, looks like we got it fixed. The countdown started. It's game time head-to-head here. Jalizerg against MVP. These two players, two titans, two legends. Jalizerg, a little bit more of a legend in StarCraft 1, but MVP currently a bit more of a legend in StarCraft 2. Let's see if this game changes the outcome of the way we view these two guys today. I'm Tasteless with Muse Artosis, and this is the GSL.
Who's that,
Over here in the red, we have our Terran player.
IMMvp.
And he was champion of Season 4, dominating Marine King Prime pretty bad. And over here in the blue, in the opposite corner of the map, we have the player nicknamed the God of War.
30 July.
Well, a lot more Jalizergs in the audience.
A lot more Jalizerg.